7 things women respond to more than looks or money. Fellas, the sad truth is most guys who struggle with women aren't struggling because there's something wrong with them. They're struggling because men and women are wired differently in some fundamental ways. And either nobody explained it to you or worse, they fed you the line that men and women are exactly the same. Not true. By the time you find content like this, the damage is usually already done. Maybe you've experienced it. Divorce papers, a breakup that blindsided you, being told you are amazing, such a good guy, just not the one. Well, she really meant it at the time. You did what you were supposed to do. You followed the advice and it still failed because the framework you were operating in was a lie from the start. Most of the principles in this video come from the book The Way of the Superior Man by Deida, I believe you say. Anyways, if this resonates, the book goes much deeper. Let's count down the 9 things that actually matter to women more than your looks and your bank account, but even more importantly, give you the tools to live a more successful, happy life, regardless of women. Let's jump in. So, what do women really respond to? Number 7, you grow beyond your comfort zone. Masculine energy thrives on challenge, not stagnation. When you settle into comfort and stop stretching yourself, something fades, not immediately, but inevitably. Mr. Smith. For you, as much as for her, comfort breeds complacency. Complacency drains attraction. This doesn't mean burnout or constant hustle, but purposeful growth, which you are doing right now by watching this video, sir. So here's what this looks like for you. You keep pushing your edge physically, mentally, emotionally. You pursue challenges that scare you, just a little bit. You feel your momentum, she feels your momentum. That momentum creates confidence for you and attraction from her. Compare that to settling. Repeating these same routines, stopping all the challenge in your life. Your energy flattens. You feel it, she feels it, even if she can't explain it. Here's a concrete example. Let's say you stop training, you stop learning, you stop growing. Dating feels difficult, relationships feel dull, even though nothing obvious is wrong. Key point: growth keeps attraction alive. She unconsciously knows she can't slack with you because a better woman will snatch you up stat. Just a tip: if your life feels too comfortable, it probably is. Growing beyond your comfort zone gives you confidence and options, not just with women. Alright, so the next one may surprise and even enrage you if you are stuck in child mode. I'm so sorry to have to reveal this one to you, but it's in your best interest. Number 6, money isn't your value. Responsibility is. Money does matter, but it's not what women respond to most deeply. Responsibility is. Responsibility looks like follow through, like consistency, like structure and reliability. A guy who earns well but avoids responsibility feels unstable. A guy who handles responsibility calmly feels solid even without excess wealth. Here's what this looks like. You do what you say you're going to do. You show up on time. You follow through. You don't promise what you can't or won't deliver. She trusts your word, and trust builds attraction. Now, compare that to talking big and over-promising, but under-delivering, avoiding accountability. She feels uncertain instead of safety. So, she tests you or she takes over. Here's a simple example. You say you'll call, you do. You say you'll show up, you do. That consistency matters more than flashy gestures or how much is in your bank account. If you think money is the only thing that matters, you are dating gold diggers or looking for an excuse to avoid responsibility. Child mode. Before you commit to something, ask if you will 100% follow through. If not, don't do it. Do not say it. Responsibility builds trust, and trust allows the space for desire. If you've been called a nice guy, the next one may be a bit tough for you. Number 5. You choose truth over approval. Being nice isn't the same as having integrity. Men who prioritize being liked often betray themselves quietly. Women feel that betrayal, and even though they can't articulate it, it's there. Truth carries weight and value. Approval seeking dissolves it. This doesn't mean being cruel or blunt for the sake of it. It means being honest without managing everyone else's reactions. So here's what this really looks like. Let's say she asks your opinion. You disagree with her. So instead of softening it or making a joke, you state your opinion calmly. She might not agree, but she respects your grounded honesty and trusts your words. Now compare that to filtering everything you say, telling her what you think she wants to hear, avoiding conflict conversations entirely because you can't handle that feeling of internal tension. She senses the inauthenticity. Attraction dies. Just a tip: if you feel the urge to edit yourself constantly, ask yourself why. That answer matters more than whatever you are about to say. Key point: integrity is more attractive than approval. The next one is a struggle for many boys who were raised by single moms. Look at that video next. Number 4. You don't let her moods run your nervous system. Now, if you were raised by a single mother, you may have subconsciously learned to regulate your moods based on her moods. Now, this wasn't intentional, and it's definitely not your fault. It's simply another side effect to a fatherless home. But a woman's emotional weather isn't a referendum to your worth. One of the quickest ways you lose attraction is by letting her moods dictate your state. If she's upset, you're anxious. If she's distant, you're insecure. If she's happy, you relax. That's not romantic partnership. That's emotional outsourcing. Child mode. Here's the difference. She's quiet one evening. Instead of interrogating her or making up assumptions, you stay present and grounded. If she wants to share, she does. If not, you remain calm anyway. Your center stays intact. She feels safe because you're not fragile. Compare that to spiraling the moment she's moody, seeking reassurance, adjusting your behavior, walking on eggshells. Just the tip: she will feel pressure and responsibility instead of attraction. Key point: if her mood changes your self-esteem, that's the work you need to focus on, not the relationship. You. The next one is where a lot of guys tap out, especially if they're still learning what masculine emotional strength actually means. Number 3, you stay open under emotional fire. When she gets emotional, storms at you, or tests you, or even challenges you, your job isn't to fix it or to run. It's to stay present. Just hearing that is probably vexing for some of you, which is why this is one of the hardest masculine practices and one of the most effective. Women don't test you to ruin your day. They test to see if you're solid. And most of the time, they don't even know they're doing it. Key point: when a woman tests a man, it is often because she feels weakness in herself or weakness in her man. Either way, she needs grounded emotional strength from you. Can you stay open without collapsing or escalating? Can you stay calm without shutting down? And can you stay present without getting defensive or reactive? Just the tip: biologically, women have a lower threshold to emotional or psychological stress. It's just one of the many ways men and women are different. Now, here's what this looks like. Maybe she raises her voice. Maybe she's upset about something that has nothing to do with you. Or maybe it does. Instead of getting triggered by her tone or trying to fix it, you say, "I hear you." You stay present. Your nervous system stays steady. Whoa. Sorry. Her emotional storm passes. Instead of sticking to you, she feels safe and contained, not controlled. Trust and respect grow. Men who have figured this out feel a certain superpower and get a lot more great sex. Compare that to reacting in the moment or every time she gets emotional, defending, explaining, escalating, withdrawing. Child mode. She feels like she's managing you instead of being able to lean into you. If her emotions spike, consciously slow your breathing before you respond. Your body leads before your words do. Presence under pressure builds both trust and desire. You're going to want to watch my video on how to handle an angry woman. It might surprise you. If you want a feminine, nurturing woman whose body naturally craves you. The next one is critical. Number 2, polarity fuels desire. Polarity is the spark. Masculine direction plus feminine flow equals attraction. When polarity dies, desire fades away with it. What is polarity? Polarity is the invisible pull between your masculinity and her femininity. It's natural, undeniable, and cannot be faked. This doesn't mean rigid gender roles. It means energetic contrast. When both people become emotionally identical, the charge disappears. Here's what this looks like. You stay rooted in direction and presence. She feels free to express emotion, movement, spontaneity. You don't mirror her moods or absorb her anxiety. The difference between you creates tension. That tension creates desire. Here's a concrete example. Let's say she's upset. You don't try to fix it. You don't run away. You don't panic. You just stay present and calm. Maybe you say these magic words, "Tell me more." Or if you're not in the line of fire, you embrace her in your strong arms. Her emotions move through her instead of sticking to you. Compare that to becoming emotionally reactive, matching her moods, or chasing reassurance constantly. Polarity collapses. What felt exciting becomes dull. Attraction lives in the contrast, not the sameness. If you've been in a relationship where things felt dull, even though nothing was obviously wrong, this is probably why. Now, before I reveal the number one thing women respond to more than looks or money, if you have found value in this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Thank you so much if you already have. Number 1. Your mission comes first. Okay, a man without a mission simply orbits whatever's closest. A woman, a mood, a distraction, some crisis. Direction is what creates masculine attraction and self-respect. When you don't know where you're going, you look to women to give your life meaning. That never works because mother mode kills lover mode. Women think they want to be the center of your universe, but they need to be invited into a life that is already headed somewhere. Deida hammers this point repeatedly in The Way of the Superior Man. Your purpose isn't optional, it's foundational. But it doesn't have to be huge. Save the world magnitude. Here's what it does look like. You have direction that doesn't evaporate when a woman shows up. Your work matters to you. Your personal growth matters to you. Your schedule doesn't collapse every time she wants some attention. You enjoy her company. You make space for her. But you don't abandon your other priorities or your purpose or yourself to keep her interested. She feels like you are choosing her, not clinging to her, and that choice creates attraction. Key point: women think they want you to need them, but women actually need you to want them, not need them. Men choose, boys need. Compare that to having no clear direction. Plans that are flexible to the point of being non-existent. Constantly adjusting around her availability, her moods, and her frivolous wants. What this looks like: you cancel gym sessions or your hobbies or work to be available whenever she wants. You tell yourself you're being supportive, But she starts losing interest, so you try harder and she pulls away. Your life slowly starts orbiting around her reactions. She feels the pressure, even if she can't name it. What started as flattering becomes suffocating. Attraction dies. A man's mission creates gravity without it. Attraction drifts away. Now, if your purpose disappears the moment you start dating someone, it wasn't strong enough yet. This is the foundation everything else is built on. Without it, none of the other points matter. Takeaway: if you're unsure of your mission, pick something that matters and commit to it. The discipline and drive you show will shape you into the man you are meant to be, the kind of man who naturally draws women in. Along the way, your confidence and self esteem will skyrocket, and your true purpose will reveal itself. Now, if you want to be part of a tight knit group of men, pushing each other to find their own missions and masculinity, you want to grab your spot in the Wingmam inner circle. So, just scan the QR code. It's a limited group, so if it's full, get on the wait list. And in the meantime, start my Wake Up to Love program and get moving today. Now, if this resonated with you, please share it with a man who needs to hear it. Sending you lots of love and courage to get out of your comfort zone. God bless. Music, 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 music.